Um, so I just remember it's about like 2 something right now in the afternoon on Sunday, and I was like, oh, I gotta film a video today. But anyway, I don't know why I even bother like making a list of like this is what I plan to do from week to week in videos and in my blog, because something always happens and I'm like, oh, I need to write about that. I need to say something about that. And this week I wrote in my blog about this question I keep getting because I'm getting to the end of my time here in Cambodia. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, I have 10 days left, a little less than 10, and so I'm doing a lot of lasts, and I mean, while that's kind of fun and exciting, it's also like starting to get kind of sad a little bit, and so it's hard to like put that emotion in, to name that emotion, and like what I wrote about in the blog was that I keep getting this question about like what's next? What's next? Do you have any plans? What's next? What's next? And I'm like, I don't know. I really don't. And part of that is great. And I think like we're just conditioned as a culture to always plan for the next thing. So if something ends, something else has to begin. And I talked about a podcast that I listened to called the Robcast, and it's with Rob Bell. And he talks about, in this last episode that he did on the 22nd of August, it's episode 115, called Seasons. And he talks about liminal space. And it's basically that space in between a ending and a beginning. And you know, I don't have anything for that space right now, and I don't know necessarily like what the next beginning is going to be, and I'm okay with that, and I don't have an answer to what's next. I just don't, and part of me really wants to, and then the other part of me is just trying to like live in that fear and experience that fear, but it's really hard, and it's really hard because for me, like I feel a lot of the anxiety and the expectation, like feelings that other people have from knowing like having to answer that what's next, or like you always have to have a next. And I have enough money to last for a little while when I go home, and I do have a job interview when I get back. But it's not something that I'm going to do forever. It's not like a forever job or anything like that. It's just a space holder. It's like literally just something to pay bills and to live and to have a life when I go home. And I don't know what I want to do next. Like I don't know like what road I'm going to go down, and that's really exciting. And you know, when people ask me that, especially here, I'm like, let me in this, you know, like let me live in this moment and in this space and say goodbye to people and say goodbye to experiences. And I'm not done yet, like, you know, my last day is the 13th, and so like let me just live in that space. And it's really hard, and it's really hard to kind of explain that to people, and also people back home, because they're like, what do you mean you have something to do? And so, you know, I'm just caught in this space, this little fragment of space, and I'm getting there, and I'm getting to where I understand. And I think it's like a teachable moment for me, and it's a teachable moment for other people to really just understand like what that space is like. Like you gotta mourn time. You know, relationships are gonna end as you know them, and you know, I'm leaving a space that I've been in for a year, and a lot of things have happened, a lot of changes have happened, and I think like that's something that people really don't understand unless they've been abroad. You know, it's just there's a lot of things that I can't explain to people, and I don't feel like I need to. And I feel like there are experiences and thoughts and things that I've absorbed this year that like I can't explain to anybody. And I feel like they're for me. They're not to explain to anybody. And so I'm just trying to like make it through these next few days. Just love what I've had here. Which is really sad. There are days that I'm really excited about leaving and like what could be behind the next door. And then there are days where I'm really sad. And I wonder, you know, what could be. You know, what would have happened if I'd stayed 6 more months, or if I'd stayed another year. I had, you know, what would have been different? And I just, you know, that's what I'm processing right now. I'm not really thinking about what's going to happen on, you know, September 16th when I'm back in the U.S. I'm not thinking that far ahead. And I know that that's hard for people to get and to understand and to support because they think you need to be in that spot. And you need to be ready for that next beginning. And I'm just not. But, I guess that's where we are this week.